Yo, what's good, folks? Welcome back to my Charmander YouTube channel. Today we have a very simple video. We are just going to be opening up some Disney Lorcana. We have Azurite C, and this comes with 24 packs. This is the 6th set. Has, I was going to say BMO, not BMO, Baymax, Stitch, and Yzma. On the cover, we also have Jim Hawkins and Tigger. And if you can't tell, this is some sort of pirate theme we have going on. So we'll probably just do one box. We'll save another box for another video. And let's just get started. We played a sealed deck challenge. So everyone had the starter decks. I had Amber Ruby, which I actually really enjoyed because there's just a really good theme to it. They had the Winnie the Pooh cast, like Owl, Kangaroo, or Roo, and they had I guess Piglet's already a pirate, right? So that was kind of foretelling this future set. You have the Peter Pan cast, like John and Michael and Wendy. Baymax is also in here from my Big Hero 6. A lot of people have not seen Big Hero 6 and they're starting to watch it and they're realizing, wow, Big Hero 6 is a great movie. So let's go ahead and just get started. We're really enjoying Disney Lorcana. As you guys know, some of the Enchanteds look a little strange in this set. They're having like a treasure map type of theme to it. And I don't know. I'm not super into the Enchanted in this set. But to me that they're telling a story, it's like, okay, where are they going? Like, they're obviously on their way to something. And I think maybe next set might be like an island theme. That might be something interesting. Oh, look at this Zootopia fox up close. We have Gazelle, Kakamora, Scrump, Lose My Way. I'm still not super familiar with a lot of these cards, so we need to pause it to read it. You can. Oh ho ho ho! First pack magic. We got the Baymax Armored Companion. 2/6. When you play this character and whenever he quests, you may remove up to 2 damage from another chosen character of yours. Gain 1 lore for each 1 damage removed that way. So you can gain up to 2 lore just by playing him. And he can heal, because Baymax in the movie is a healer, right? So that's pretty interesting. Wow, we got one of the best legendaries right off the bat. Let me go ahead and sleeve this. We're already 3 minutes and 30 seconds in, and we've only ripped 1 pack. So this might be kind of a long video. Just sit back and buckle up. Enjoy the ride. Wasabi. That's cool. Oh, and we have a new Mr. Smee in Steel, and he has Evasive. And that's nice. We didn't really need another new Mr. Smee. But, you know, with pirate themes going on, and we even have a shiftable Smee as well. We have Genie. This is actually a very playable card. When you play this character, draw a card. He has Evasive. So it's similar to Rabbit, although he's just drawing 1, but he's questing for 2. And he has 1 extra health, which can matter. That 4 health or willpower can be nice. And then we have Sugar Rush Speedway, which is a super rare. This is a tricky card to use, but I think people can pull it off. When you move a character from a location, move a character here from a location, you may banish this location to gain 3 lore and draw 3 cards. So there's ways you can cheese this out from having maybe Jim Hawkins move here, or Tuk Tuk, or some, I think Moana is a way. So you have to move from a location to this location, banish it, and you can gain 3 lore and draw 3 cards. That's quite a bit. Paying 6. Oh my gosh! We put it Enchanted! Here I am explaining this this location, guys. We I don't know if you can tell, but we are about to pull an Enchanted. Holy smokes! We got Maleficent's staff. Okay, it's not a character. It's not a character. We probably would have taken any other character. This is the first Enchanted we've pulled from Azurite Sea. Whenever one of your opponent's characters, items, or location is returned to their hand from play, gain 1 lore. Okay, I'm dumb. I need to read this again. Back fools, whenever one of your opponent's characters, items, or locations is returned to their hand from play, gain 1 lore. Okay, so this kind of fits in with a lot of bounce decks. You're trying to return things to their hand. I think this might be good with a Amethyst Emerald deck. Or there are cards that bounce locations and items and characters. You can even use a Befuddle. Befuddle would work. Wow, okay. We'll take Maleficent Staff. There we go. We'll take it. This might be on the lower tier of Enchanteds. There are some locations and there are some items that get some Enchanteds. Probably not one of the more valuable ones. There are things like Baymax, the You Came Back, the Lilo and Stitch one, right? What else is there? There's some other Enchanteds. The Baymax where it has all the other characters in there from My Hero, that one's pretty cool. Well, there it is. We just pulled the hit out of the box out of the second pack, guys. We still have the rest of the box to go. We need more cards for this set, so let's just keep going here. Let me. Wow, this is cool. Where can I put this? Dang. First pack, we got the Baymax, and second pack, we already got an Enchanted, just like that. Is there another stand that I have? Here we go. So, I don't know if you can tell, but a lot of the Enchanteds, or all the Enchanteds, have this kind of brown, faded look to it because they are trying to go for a treasure map theme. Naveen's Ukulele, Rafiki, some locations, sunglasses, Prince Naveen. We have Scar with Rush and Challenger +3. Challenger +3, so he can come in and hit for 7. That could take out a Queen's Castle. We have Donald Duck, Seeking the Half Crown, Mickey Mouse. Whenever this character quests, chosen pirate characters get +2 strength. And gains, this character takes no damage from challenges this turn. That's actually pretty darn good. This character takes no damage from challenges this turn. So it definitely has to be a pirate character though. And then we have Peter Pan, Code Foil. During your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, exert chosen opposing character. Okay, I do like that. I like how Amethyst has that ability to exert opponent's cards, character cards. Oh, I need this for my deck. This is the White Rose. When you play this character, gain 1 lore. You just straight up, it's like a goat sort of. Goat's obviously better, but just for playing this, you're gaining 1 lore. And you know what? You can still bounce this back and play it again. And as a 3/3 stat line. So I think this White Rose is actually a pretty good card. We have Dawson, Markowski, Location, Naveen's Ukulele, Mullins, Prepare Your Bot, Billy Bones, Kakamora, Zipper. Look at that artwork. Ward. Where's Zipper from? Oh, Safe and Sound. They did a lot of Winnie the Pooh cards in this set. Ben Codefoil. We got another like 20 packs to go. So we'll go a little quicker because my phone could die or who knows. Whenever this character is challenged, gain 2 lore. This is kind of like a merfolk in a way. And, you know, do people really want to spend a removal thing like Fire the Cannons, which is, you know, kind of not really a good trade since it's an uninkable for an inkable. So trying to find a way to get rid of this guy without challenging him, because if you run into him, they're going to gain 2 lore. And sometimes that's just what you have to do. I'm still here. Chosen character gains resist +2 until the start of the next turn. There are situations where you want to protect your characters and give them resist. We have Gopher, 1/6. Look at that health, that willpower. It's basically like a location if you think about it. 6 is hard to take down. Pixie Dust. We have some people say Basil. During your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, you may pay 1 ink to have chosen opponent choose and discard a card. So every time you ink, and in blues, in Sapphire, you can often ink 2 to 3 times in a turn. You're making the potentially discard 2 to 3 cards per turn. While this character is exerted, opposing pirate characters can't quest. Whenever this character is challenged, draw a card. And maybe that could go into something like having Reckless, where you're forcing them to challenge, right? We have Energy Blast. Banish chosen character, draw a card. Banish chosen character, that's like a Dragonfire, and you're going to draw an extra card. I don't know how much this will see play. 7 on Inkable is kind of high. However, it is just hard removal, which is nice. We have a Code Foil, Judy Hopps. I believe. Okay, so she's actually meta relevant. At the end of your turn, you may ready another chosen character of yours. So you play her, and at the end of your turn, you can ready up your Lilo, ready up your Daisy Ducks. We pulled Enchanted out of the second pack. Okay, here we go. Tinkerbell, Questing for 2, Evasive. She kind of reminds me of Minnie Mouse, the surfing Minnie Mouse. Sometimes with 3 health, you know, it dodges things like Baboom, grab your swords. You basically need, like it dodges Storm Rage on. You basically need another evasive character. Sometimes that extra willpower is hard to take out, and they don't have evasive. And then she's just questing every turn. Oh, look at this Stitch, guys. This character gets +1 strength this turn. So you can use this ink, you pay 1 ink. So let's say you have I don't know, maybe you're on turn 6, you paint, and then he dries. You could technically add 6 strength to him because you just pay for it, and so he can attack really hard. It doesn't say like there's a limit to how many times. He doesn't have to exert to do that. So this is huge, especially maybe with Sapphire because you're ramping up some ink. Mickey Mouse, when this character is at a location, he gets +2 strength, and that's good because locations are kind of getting played a lot more. He goes to a location, he can hit for 4 attack now. And 4/4 for 3 costs is pretty good. We have Sail the Azurite Sea. We don't play Sapphire. Sapphire is too complicated for me. We have Rabbit. When you play this character, you may move up to 1 damage for chosen character. King Hubbard. Nick Wild. Shift 1. While you have an item in play, this character can't be challenged. Whoa, what? Okay, well, you can still, he can come in really early. Shift 1, you can be, so that's what, turn 2? And then maybe you play like a popsicle, right? So they have to either use hard removal, which is mainly in steel, or ruby. We have Jim Hawkins 5/5, shift 3. When you play this character, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character or location. When you play this character, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character or location. Is that it? I guess he has shift 3. So on turn 3, he's a 5/5. Okay. We have John Silver, some more pirates. 2/4. Whenever this character quests, you may deal 1 damage to another chosen character of yours. If you do, ready that character. They can't quest for the rest of this turn. So you're basically doing 1 damage to one of your characters to ready them up. Maybe they can attack again. This could be good on Goofy, for example. Maybe Maui, to just swing in twice. They're not being able to quest twice, or it even protects them if this is in Ruby Amber. Let's say your Daisy Duck quests and you do 1 damage to her. She can ready back up to protect her. And then also this synergizes well with Rapunzel because you need damage on the board on your characters to heal. Or even with like blue-red, you have Baymax that can heal. Or even with the bell, the Amethyst Bell can move damage counters. When you play a song, you may move up to 2 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing counter. This is what I'm talking about. In Amethyst, you can just start moving counters around, which can be useful. People don't normally see that coming. Whenever this character quests, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card to deal 1 damage to chosen character or location. If you discarded a pirate character card, deal 3 damage instead. Okay, that is a lot of reading. That's a big chunk of text. We have a code foil Stitch. What a beautiful artwork. We love Stitch. Up next. We could have just stopped at this. We're pretty happy with an Enchanted pool. But we need more legendaries. We are actually looking for a Simba. If we can pull a Simba, I'd be pretty happy. The legendary Simba. That's what we really need. We have Aunt Cass. What is she from? Is this Hero's mom from Big Hero? I won't give in. Tinkerbell. Again, I think this card is very viable. We have Alistair Cray. When you play this character, if an opponent has an item in play, gain 1 lore. Wow, so you're just playing this? Maybe you're playing against Sapphire or something? Bam. I mean, other decks use items as well and just gain 1 lore like that, huh? And if you bounce them back, I mean, it kind of acts a little similar to that White Rose. We have Mr. Arrow. Resists +1, questing for 2. Let's Interesting. Rescue Rangers. Count the number of characters you have in play. Chosen character loses strength equal to that number until the start of your next turn. Okay, so the more characters you have, like all these people like Chippendale. Well, that's where Zipper's from. They lose that strength until the start of their next turn. March Hare. This guy looks like he's from Alice in Wonderland. Rush 2/3. Cost 4. 2 lore. I'm kind of looking through them to see, is this a card I might play at all? Bellwether. Let's just keep moving. We got a lot to get through. We could be Immortals. Your inventor characters gain resist +6 this turn. Then put this card into your inkwell face down and exert it. So you're putting this into your inkwell. Turn 4. I mean, first of all, look at that art. That is a beautiful artwork. And then resist +6 for all your inventors. That's huge. That's huge. Madam Mim. We have another Madam Mim. So for 2 ink, choose and discard a card. Gain 1 lore. Oh, okay. Choose and discard a card. Gain 1 lore. How are you choosing and discarding a card? Oh, okay. You're discarding one of your own cards. I feel like they should make that more obvious. Choose and discard one of your cards in your hand to gain 1 lore. And honestly, you could do that. Let's say you have a big hand, which Amethyst likes to do. Let's say you whole new world, you have 6 cards in your hand. Pay 2, gain a lore. Pay 2, gain a lore. I mean, yeah, you're getting rid of your cards, but maybe you have another whole new world to fill it up. We have this Sisu dragon. Whenever this character quest, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a dragon character, put that into your hand and repeat this effect. Otherwise, put it on either the top or the bottom of your deck. So this maybe we might see this in like a dragon deck. We do have things like Maleficent Dragon. Not a whole lot of dragons, though. Okay, we have Fairy Ship. Fred, Lead the Way. Nick Wilde. Simba. Oh, look at this new Simba. 1/4. We have Hercules. Challenger +2. Hero. Training Dummy. Longboat. Another location, Treasure Mountain. At the start of your turn, deal damage to chosen character or location equal to the number of characters here. So this is at the start of your turn. You can hit characters or locations equal to the number of characters here. Huh. Interesting is that it's 5 uninkable. We don't see a whole lot of locations that are this, 5 or more. It is uninkable, which kind of sucks, but it does go for 2 lore. Just having it on the board is a threat with 9 willpower. Just having it on the board is a threat. And then if you have a character there, maybe I don't know, Tuk Tuk can get you something there, or Moana. We have Olivia Flavorsham. Wow, she quests for 3. I think all decks now, all ink colors, are going to be having this 2, kind of like a Pinocchio type of thing going on. Questing for 3. Sometimes, if they're not playing Steel, I mean, Ruby may have like Teeth and Ambitions, but if they're not playing Steel, which is something that can ping damage, or maybe there are some things in Emerald as well, but they're basically going to be questing for 3, which is very dangerous that early. I do like this Genie. I think this Genie is good. We're going to probably throw that in some of my decks. Oh my gosh, we are on pack 8. We still have so much more to go through. Jumbo, Popsicle. We have Chip. When you play this character, chosen character gets 1 lore. This is good. When you play this character, chosen character gets 1 lore this turn. This is like Donald, but it has a 1 extra strength. Donald, yes, is bodyguard, but this is a good card. Throw that in with like a Piglet and Lilos and Daisies. super hyper aggro. The Carpenter. Too much to read. Mr. Arrow. Grand Consul. We have Tinkerbell. Big Tink. I mean, this is a close-up on Tinkerbell. Shift 5. Evasive. I like that they gave her evasive. Whenever this character quests, your other fairy characters get 1 lore this turn. So there's Blue Fairy. I mean, there's not a whole lot of fairies. Maybe the those fairies from was it not Cinderella, but was it Cinderella? I don't know. There are some fairies, I guess. I like that artwork though. Mosquito Bite. We have Jafar. More Jafars. During your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, deal 1 damage to chosen character. I could see this in a blue steel deck. It's rewarding inking, right? Every turn you ink, unless you just played him. But let's say he's already out. Let's say you're playing Sapphire and you ink 1 time, deal 1 damage. Ink again with, I don't know, 1 jump ahead or something. You get to do more damage. We have 2 super rares coming up here. We have Lilo, 1/2, No Place I'd Rather Be. Kind of reminds me of that song. At the start of your turn, if this card is in your discard, you may play her and she enters play exerted. So let's say she gets killed, she gets knocked out, maybe you whole new world, whatever. Discard her, you can play her for 2. You still have to pay that 2 ink. She comes out exerted. We now have the Simba that can ready up some of your exerted characters. And then we have a Kakamora. Here we go. Mickey, Baymax, Clip 100, Acre Island. During your opponent's turn, whenever a character is banished, chair, gain 1 lore. You could just put all your characters here and then like purposely try to like be banished, like in maybe a Chernobog or something like that, or whatever, and you gain 1 lore. And it only costs 1, and it's only 1 to move there, so that's pretty good. We have Juju. I don't know what this is. When you play this character, move 1 damage counter from chosen character to chosen opposing character. So again, with moving the counters, we have Dawson, Kakamora, David. When you have a character named Nani in play, this character gets +2 lore. So 3, 3, 3, potentially 3 with a Nani. We have the Walrus, 3, 6, which is kind of a nice hefty willpower. We have Prince Philip with Ward, can quest for 2. So he comes out. Sorry, you can't Storm Rage on. Sorry. Yes, you can grab your swords. Yes, you can Trident something to do that, you know. Hit the opponent has to choose. So this would hit something like, you know, that Trident's whatever it is in steel. That's good for Prince John and stuff like that. Whenever this character quests, another character, chosen character of yours, can't be challenged until the start of your next turn. So let's say your character quested, you can when let's say this character is dry and can quest, one of your characters can't be challenged. They could still be hit with like smash or, you know, other removal, but this is trying to protect your characters from being challenged. We have Treasure Mountain, which we saw earlier, and we got Kohut, Code Foil. We have Sisu, wow, 3/6. Challenger +2. That's actually quite good. Another reason why this is good is because it's another shift target for Big Sisu. Big Sisu costs 6, but sometimes having her come out on turn 6 instead of turn 8 is good. Questing for 2. So someone in Disney Lorcana, Ravensburger, loves Sisu. We see so many Sisus. Heathcliff with Ward. That 3 willpower is nice. Again, people start to use the Hidden Cove because it protects them even better from getting hit, right? Or from dying. Chosen opponent loses 1 lore, gain 1 lore. It only costs 1. I like how they have a boo here. So chosen opponent loses 1 lore, gain 1 lore. And so if you notice, Jasmine, Aladdin, it's all about like gaining a lore and they lose lore. I think you can definitely make a deck around this. They can't interact with it. It's just a straight up action. Similar to knowledge and wisdom, and I like that it's inkable. Thievery. Yokai, we have good job. Here's a John Silver I haven't seen. When you play this character, chosen character can't challenge during their next turn. When you play this character, you can basically choose a character. Chosen character can't challenge during the next turn. It just hard prevents them from challenging, which is really good. And it's a shiftable target for the big John Silver. Very, very good card. Preventing a character from hitting you. Yokai, Mickey Mouse. Your characters named Pluto gain resist. There are a lot of Plutos, right? We see some in Amber. Resist is a strong mechanic. We have Vanellope Vaughn Sweets. At the start of your turn, if this character is at a location, draw a card and gain 1 lore. Okay, so it's all about getting to a location. Interesting. We have Olivia Flavorshim, Tadashi. This character gets 1 strength and 1 health for each item you have in play. The only thing is he costs 6, which is so high. Let's say you have 2 items, maybe 3 items. I guess. I've seen some decks where they have like 4 items out. Questing for 3 is nice, but it's kind of a hard setup, I think. We have Iago. When this character is banished in a challenge, return this card to your hand. Okay. It's nice because you always have some cards to play. As I'm thinking about this one, even if you have like 1 or 2 items, like, you know, the fact that he quests for 3 kind of reminds me of that other Robin Hood. Well, actually, that Robin Hood is 4. You just need a lot of items. Continuing with Azurite C, we have gold coin. Banish this item ready. Chosen character of yours. They can't quest for the rest of this turn. Okay, it's just a quick way to ready something up, right? We have Yokai, Simba, Genie 4/3. We have Stitch. We like this Stitch. I'm still here. Chosen character gains resist. We have Owl. My buddy was playing Owl today. And during your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, chosen opposing character gets -1 strength to the start of your next turn, which is very useful. You could just leave Owl out and never even quest them. And he has a 3/3 stat line, which is pretty good. There are so many situations where just making me have less strength for his turn that time, for my next turn, really came in. It was very useful. And then I started asking everyone, do you know who else is like an Owl? Do you know who else is like an Owl? And they just kept saying, who? When this character is banished, you may draw a card. This is what we need. Even though it's a 0/1, he basically replaces himself. This is to me a little bit better than like brooms, because you have, like, you're getting a card no matter what. He's gonna get banished. It's kind of like a Cuzco. Here's the Rhea. Right. Ooh, finally we hit a second legendary. Yes, we need this. This is what we needed. We got a Simba 4/4. Shift 3. So we have a new Simba, but we already have one in Steel. We already have one in Amber. And there is a big Steel Simba as well that can remove locations and items. So now we have a lot of options to shift. And Bodyguard Simba is already good, as is. At the start of your turn, if this character is exerted, you may ready your other characters. So it's at the end of their turn, and you're basically... I had a conversation with some folks today, and I said, can you choose to ready up some of your characters and leave maybe your bodyguards exerted? Can you leave some of your characters exerted and some of them ready? And the answer was no. It's all or nothing. It does say you may ready your other characters. It doesn't mean you have to, but if you are going to ready any of them, you probably have to ready up all of them. And coming on turn 3, 4/4, questing for 2, that's pretty decent. 4/4 stat line is good. But readying up the Lilos. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, they did do this extra texturing with their legendaries again, which I think they should just keep that up. So we need this Simba. This is only our second legendary. Granted, we already put it Enchanted. We already won from this box. We're happy with this. But happy to get that Simba. Now I can make a Simba deck. You're usually not playing I don't think you're playing a 4 of. Probably like a 2 or 3 at most. Fairy Ship. Tools, lead the way. Ben, Chief Bogo 4/4. While you have a character named Gazelle and play, this character gains Singer 6. Here's a Pluto. Bodyguard. Remember that Mickey that gives him resist? When this character has no damage, he gets 4 strength, so he's really a 5/5. Comes in turn 4, 5/5. Bodyguard, something has to run into it unless you can ping something. I think Grab Your Swords might be played a lot just to like... There's a lot of things that you just need to do some damage to. Check out this Aladdin. It's shift 2. Turn 2, you can already shift him 1/4 body. When you play this character, your characters get 2 strength this turn. Nice. And so you can shift Aladdin a couple times. There's a lot of Aladdin support. I didn't really care for support that much, but when you're giving another character +3 strength, that's basically like a crab. Don't undermine the power of support. If you pay 2 ink, chosen character gets -1 strength until the start of your next turn, and this can synergize with Owl. If you have 2 owls out, Nanis, they can really make your attack a lot less. And then we have Goofy 1/4 with Ward. Clever design says whenever this character quests, chosen character gains Ward until the start of your next turn. This is a way to give Ward to one of your other characters. I know Aurora does this, but I know Emerald has a lot of 5-drop cost cards, and they're all pretty good. So that's interesting. 1/4 stat line, but questing for 3. Sometimes 4 is they just don't have enough attack. With Ward, Ward's kind of an irritating mechanic because I play a lot of Steel and you can't along came Zeus him, you know. Okay. We have Michael Darling. Look how cute that artwork is. Sometimes you just need a pirate on board, and here's a cheap little pirate here. We have Nick Wilddale making music. Prepare to board. Galactic Console Chamber. Okay, wait, what does that say again? Alien or robot here. This location can't be challenged. Okay. So you need an alien or robot would maybe, I'm thinking like Baymax and Stitch, right? We have a Peter Pan. We have Megabot. Goofy, rare, 5/5 with rush and evasive. That's nice. We have a Sisu, super rare, helping hand, cold foil. We're moving along. This is a new set for me. I need to learn these cards, and this is how we're gonna do it. A very merry unbirthday. Each opponent puts the top 2 cards of their deck into their discard. It'd be interesting to see like a mill type of deck where you're purposely just trying to discard their deck somehow. That would be interesting. I'm not too sure why you're trying to discard for them. Perleus Maze. Whenever a character is challenged while here, each opponent chooses and discards a card. Ugh, I hate Emerald. Fighting Emerald is so annoying sometimes because they always trying to discard your hand. So this Moana is pretty cool because she has a 3/2 stat line, 3 strength, 2 willpower. Learning the ropes. This character can't challenge unless you have a captain character in play. This kind of reminds me of Smee because he likes Captain Hook. He wants a captain in play. Once you have a captain in play, this card 3/2 body. I don't think we've seen a 3/2 body for a 1-drop, 1 cost. And even if you don't have a captain and you just quest her for 1, who's gonna take her out? Who's gonna want to challenge her? Who's gonna run her? They're gonna die. Helping Hand. We have Prince Naveen, Hercules. Hey. Whoa. When you play this character, exert chosen opposing item. It can't ready at the start of its next turn. During your turn, this character gains evasive. We have Tuk. Jasmine. Okay, so this is interesting. Whenever this character quests, each opponent loses 1 lore. So, again, kind of, you know how Emerald tries to attack the hand, discard the hand? This one, you're actually attacking their lore, going straight for their points to say, you're going to go back down. And Aladdin does that. We saw that with Thievery. We have Daisy Duck. Whenever one of your pirate characters quests while at a location, draw a card. And we have a legendary Hades, which isn't the best one. But what are you going to do for exerting and then paying 3 ink? Banish one of your characters. Banish chosen character. So this might be good if you have a lot of cheap characters. They could have literally anything out. And you're paying 3 though. I think Ruby's all about just hard removal. I can see this still being useful. Maybe banish one of your little dudes to banish one of their bigger dudes, right? We'll take it. I want to say boxes generally average 4 legendaries per box. From what I could see, I saw someone pull only 2 legendaries. I also saw someone pull 7 legendaries in a box. So usually 2 to 7 is what I've been seeing. But really the average I would say is 3 to 5. So if you want to say 4 on average is usually per box is 4. And sometimes you might even get a cold foil legendary. Aladdin. So if you get 4 or 5, you're about average, and 5 is actually better. Twin Fire, this is the first time we're pulling this. In this box, it says deal 2 damage to chosen character. Then you may choose and discard a card to deal 2 damage to another chosen character. So you're doing 2 damage. You can't do another 2 damage to the same character. So if they have 2 characters on board, you discard one of your cards, which I don't like discarding my hand. But I like the idea of attacking 2 people and it only costs 2. Cool artwork. Yeah, it's like a small grab your swords, if you will. We have Dr. Doppler. Unfortunate situation. Is that Scar's hand? Each opponent chooses one of their characters and deals 4 damage to them. This is good. This is because you're having your opponent choose one of their characters. This bypasses ward. If they only have one character in play, then they have to do 4 damage to it. That's nice. John Darling. And then we have Genie. This is a Genie that I'm probably going to put in my Ruby Amethyst deck. I like it. I like it a lot. We have Hiram Flavershem 02. Questing for 3. Okay. 2 health. Questing for 3. 2 uninkable. This is really going to help out Sapphire. I can see this card being very, very good. We have Kakamora, Code Foil, and we are down to our last 8 packs of the box. Sorry, not sorry. This is kind of a longer video. I just wanted to go through some of these cards because people who actually play the game or trying to learn the cards, make new decks. Yes, there is a population for the collecting community, but I think the playability of Lorcana is also where it's at right now. While this character has damage, she gets +1 lore, so this fits in well with trying to do damage to yourself, Teeth and Ambitions. We saw the John Silver, right? Gaining a lore. You know, I guess you can like have some things that do damage to yourself to quest for more. A little niche, a little situational, but still viable. Look at this guy's face. I don't know. He just looks funny. Once during your turn, whenever you play another character, you may ready this character. He can't quest or challenge for the rest of this turn. Huh. He gets to kind of ready himself up. Making magic, moving counters, draw a card, Galactic Communicator, Rescue Rangers, Pixie Dust, Mosquito Bite. We have Pool, Pirate Ship. First time we're seeing this. Exert, pay 3 ink, return a pirate character card from your discard to your hand. We have a Stitch. Wow, this is the guy from the pack art. Shift 3. Ready for action. When you play this character, if you use Shift to play him this turn, you may put an action card from your discard on the top of your deck. Put an action card from your discard on top of your deck. Okay. I guess this is like kind of recycling some of the actions like Smash or Fire the Cannons. Interesting. I just like this artwork. 4 uninkable though. And then we do have Adore a Buzzle Winter Pop. Code Foil. Cool. Stick with me, folks. We are in the home stretch here. We'll go a little quicker. Might stop if I see something I don't really recognize. Bodyguard, Shift 3. Lose the Way. Exert chosen character, then you may choose and discard a card. Huh. I like this. I really like this card. Exert chosen character, then you may choose and discard a card. If you do, the exerted character can't ready at the start of the next turn. So you're basically freezing them for a whole turn until the start of your next turn. Because they can't ready. You're basically paralyzing them. But what I like about this card, it says, then you may choose and discard a card. So you don't have to. If you just want to exert them like a Pinocchio for that one turn, smack into them and kill them, then you can do that. You don't have to discard. But if you want to freeze them, sometime... Oh, this card is going to be good. We have Honey Lemon. First time we pulled this, 1/1. When you play this character, you may pay 2 ink to have each opponent choose and discard a card. I can see this being very good. She just stays on the board for a while. You don't have to quest her, even though she quests for 2, which is nice. When you play this character... Oh, okay. It's only when you play her. But you got to have another 2 ink, so you turn 4. This is really a turn 4 card at least to discard their hand. We have a Rafiki Force 6/6 shift 7 Astral Attunement. During your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkable, you may draw a card. Ooh, shift 7 9 uninkable 6/6 quest for 4. 9 uninkable is just a little too high. I don't know. I think that's a little too hard to pull off. Hero Hamada. Your other inventor characters gain resist 1. Look at the top card of your deck. Put it either on the top or the bottom of your deck. And we have a Pita. This character enters play exerted. He's 7 inkable. While this character is exerted, each opposing player can't gain lore unless one of their characters has challenged this turn. Okay, I mean, it kind of forces them to challenge, right? Emerald has a lot of synergy over wanting your opponent to challenge into them. Emerald's always been doing that, even from set 1. Consequences for challenging. We have the White Rose. When you play this character, gain 1 lore. Is this really a character or is this like just a rose? We have Fred. Look at that artwork. Whenever this character is challenged, gain 2 lore. So that's what I was talking about with this Peter Pan. Although turn 7, you need 7 ink to play him. He comes in like this, and you're telling them let's say you already have this guy Fred exerted. They either have to hit Fred or Peter, forcing them to run into you. I Won't Give In, Location, Nick, Mr. Smee. We have John Silver. Alice, we didn't go over this one. This has Ward. Whenever this character quests, another chosen character of yours gets 1 lore and gains Ward until the start of your next turn. Whenever this character quests, another chosen character of yours gains 1 lore and gains Ward. Anything that gives Ward to another character, she has Ward, gives Ward, quests is for 2, gets 1 lore. Very good card. 3 uninkable though. Here is the shift Mr. Smee that I was talking about. Shift 4, when you play this character, you may deal damage to chosen character equal to the number of pirate characters you have in play. So let's say you have... This is other pirate characters. It doesn't count himself. Let's say you have another 2 other pirates. You shift them. You can do 2 damage. That's why having some like cheap pirate characters is nice. Mad Hatter's Teapot. Exert. Cost 1 ink. Each opponent puts the top card of their deck into their discard. We're going to have to organize this by color and rarity a lot. Ooh, Thievery. We like this one. Sour Bill. Don't know what he does. We have Rue. Look at that artwork. When you play this character, you may give chosen character -2 strength until the start of your next turn. I can see that being useful. And I like that arc. We have Sisu, 3/6, Challenger +2, so it's really a 5/6. when it attacks. Another shiftable character. We have Heathcliff with Ward, Sunglasses, draw a card, then choose and discard a card. This is good for just kind of like fixing your hand a little bit if you have too many uninkables. We have Dale, but I see Chippendale. When it says nuts about pranks, when you play this character, you may put the top 3 cards of your deck into your discard and give chosen character -3 strength until the start of your next turn. We have Magic Carpet, questing for 3. Yikes. Yikes. 1/3 body. Transport Pod. At the start of your turn, you may move a character of yours to a location for free. That might be useful. Oh, you came back. This is actually the Enchanted I really wanted, was with Lilo and Stitch. Ready chosen character. This is actually quite good. I'm not going to get into it, but you're basically readying one of your exerted characters. And it doesn't say they can't quest. Doesn't say they can't quest. So this is, oh, man. Let's just say you have something that has 4 lore, right? Gantu, quest is for 4 lore. The 5-drop Gantu, quest for 4. Ready chosen character, boom. Go for another 4. That's 8 lore right there. Holy smokes. Bend to my will. Each opponent discards all cards in their hand. It's 7 uninkable. But man, that's a mean card. Sometimes you could play it like a whole new world, right? And steal. And then if you sang that and let's just say theoretically you have 7 ink. Bam! Discard your whole hand. That is mean. That is just mean. I hate it when people make me discard my cards. Like, I need my cards. Attacking their hand, that's just... It's a good strategy, don't get me wrong. It's very, very strong, though. But let me play my cards. Personalized Maze, still... Skull Rock, we have Gadget, Rabbit, John Silver, Hey Hey Whoa Whoa. We have Tuk Tuk, we have Kakamora, Flotilla. The start of your turn, if you have a characters here, all opponents lose 1 lore and you gain 1 lore equal to the lore lost this way. Okay, I remember that one. Yeah, that's cool. We have a Minnie Mouse. Once during your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, you may return a location card from your discard to your hand. And then we have this code foil sunglasses. We are down to the last 3 packs. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Helps out the channel. If you have any questions, I'll try to get back to you. We have Jim Hawkins here. We have Pleaky, Training Dummy, The Islands I Pulled from the Sea, Maleficent's Staff, and a legendary Jasmine, Shift 5, Ruler of the Seas. When you play this character, if you use Shift to play her, return all other exerted characters to their player's hands. So, in Amethyst, you see a lot of exerting them. We talked about that one card. What was it called? That one Amethyst card that purposely exerts. And then you can just straight up return. Oh, it's not banish, it's returning them to their hand. Cool to see Jasmine as a Floodborn Shift character. We have Mickey Mouse. Her character's name Pluto gain resist +1. Okay, so we hit our quota of 4 legendaries, and we got an additional Enchanted here. But we do have 2 more packs left. Let's just finish this off. We are coming up at an hour, so we better just finish this off. If you guys enjoyed this video, find me on Instagram. We post a lot of my content on there. Deal 2 damage to chosen character. Banish chosen item. Choose 1. Deal 2 damage to chosen character. Banish chosen item. So you get to choose. I'd rather just have like a Baboom or Fire the Cannons or Smash. Although sometimes you do need to banish an item, but you're already running like things like, what's his face, Benja. Your damage characters get +1 strength. We have Cahoon. Okay, man, we're still pulling cards for the first time. It says, during your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, gain 2 lore. This reminds me sort of like of Goofy. She doesn't have Rush, but she comes in very early. 2 on Inkable, resist 1. So if you smash, that would kill her. But if you fire the cannons, it's the resist. She only takes 1 damage. So I can see her challenging into something, maybe surviving, and then gaining 2 lore, maybe potentially getting 4 lore if she goes unchecked. This is a very good card for Steel. Judy Hopps, again, we talked about this, but at the end of your turn, you may ready another chosen character of yours. Again, that's very, very good in Amber. We have Energy Blast, Code Foil, Last Pack Magic. Thank you guys for sticking with me. For those who didn't just skip through the whole video, we will do a quick recap of our pulls, but it looks like we are going to be at 4 legendaries and 1 enchanted. We have Chip 3/4, Scar 4/4. He has Rush and Challenger +3. Donald Duck. When you have a captain character in play, this character gets 2 lore. It's nice. And then we have Gantu. There we go. So this is what I was talking about when that Emerald, Lilo and Stitch, you have come home or you have come back. This guy quests for 4. He's a 5-cost card. He quests for 4. You can ready him back up, and you quest for 4 again. Oh my gosh, this is a dangerous card. 4 is a lot of lore. Cool artwork as well. Rescue Rangers, Submarine, 1/8. At the start of your turn, if you have a character here, you may put the top card of your deck into your Inkwell face down and Exerted. So, more ways of just getting a whole lot of ink. And this is the last card. Chosen opposing character can't quest during their turn. Draw a card. That is it, guys. We finished the whole booster box. We pulled the Jasmine Legendary, Hades, Simba, the one I really wanted, and the Baymax. Cool artwork. Let me know what your favorite cards are from this set. Maybe what decks you're thinking about playing. And we do have this enchanted pool. This is the first enchanted pool we pulled from Azurite Sea. Not the best enchanted, but we will take it. All of them have this brown look to it, and that's okay. Already kind of getting excited for set 7, which hopefully that'll be a different style of enchanteds. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Check out my other videos. Find me on Instagram under Charmander, and I'll catch you guys next time.